Welcome. Today, we're diving into the relationship between two of the most fundamental forces in, well, human development: our deep-seated drive to create and our incredible capacity to learn.
It's one of those huge questions, right? But what if the answer is actually simpler than we think? Maybe it all comes down to two instincts that every single one of us shares: that innate drive to express what's inside, and a profound, lifelong ability to grow and understand the world around us. In other words, art and education.
Okay, so let's get into this by really trying to understand our first pillar. What exactly is art? I mean, it's a word we throw around all the time, but its roots, wow, they go incredibly deep.
So, get this, the Sanskrit word for art is kala, and it comes from the root kal. Now, this single root means to inspire, but it also means to be beautiful or to be sweet. So, from its very origin, art was never just about making stuff. It's about creating something beautiful that actually moves us. It's how we give a physical form to our imagination. And for centuries, the greatest minds have tried to pin this idea down. You take someone like Plato, for instance. He saw art as a kind of mirror. For him, its whole purpose was to reflect the world, to imitate the truth of everything we see. It's a simple idea, but a really powerful one.
But then you get a totally different take from someone like Leo Tolstoy, and this is where it gets really interesting. He completely shifts the focus. For Tolstoy, art isn't about imitating the outside world, it's about expressing the inside one. It's about a transfer of emotion. You know that feeling when a piece of music or a painting makes you feel exactly what the artist felt? Well, according to Tolstoy, that is art. It's like a bridge connecting two human experiences. So, if we boil it all down, art seems to have these core qualities, right? It speaks a kind of universal language that anyone can understand. It's born from that uniquely human spark of imagination. It's a way for us to get our deepest feelings out into the world. And of course, it's something that's sharpened and perfected through skill and practice. So, that's our first pillar. All right, let's move on to our second pillar and see how these two ideas build on each other: education. And I'm not just talking about classrooms and textbooks here. We're talking about something way, way more profound. And just like with art, the origins of the word tell us so much. The Sanskrit word shiksha means to learn or to teach, simple enough. But the Latin root, educere, means to lead out or to draw out. Now that is a huge idea. It completely changes the game. It suggests that education isn't about pouring information into an empty head, but about drawing out the potential that's already inside every single one of us. And this idea, well, Mahatma Gandhi just nailed it. He said education is an all-around drawing out of the best. Just think about that phrasing for a second. Not just filling up the mind, but actively drawing out the best from our entire being, our body, our mind, and our spirit. It's this incredible vision of becoming a complete, whole person. Then, the great poet Rabindranath Tagore gives us this even more beautiful vision. He suggests that the highest form of education isn't about what you know, but about how you live. It's a process that makes our life in harmony with all existence. I mean, what a thought. The whole point of learning isn't just to understand the world, but to find our place in it, to get that real sense of connection. So when you put it all together, you can see the true nature of education. It's something we do consciously, with purpose. It's all about developing every single part of ourselves. And this is crucial. It's not something that just ends with a diploma. It's a lifelong journey. And when it's done right, it's a powerful catalyst for positive change, both in ourselves and in the world. Okay, so we have these two massive concepts, right? Art, the expression of our inner world, and education, the drawing out of our inner potential. So now we get to the most important part. What on earth connects them? What is the result when we combine the profound act of creation with the profound act of growth? Well, the answer to that question is where things get really, truly transformative. And this is it. This is the connection. Just look at what art actually does inside a real learning process. For starters, it develops our aesthetic sense, our ability to see and appreciate beauty and nuance. It gives us a language to understand our complicated emotions, which is huge for our emotional development. It helps build character by teaching us discipline, patience, and new ways of seeing. Art provides this vital, absolutely necessary outlet for self-expression, and it literally sharpens our powers of concentration and observation, helping us to truly see the world. It even teaches us how to use our free time in a meaningful way.
I mean, when you lay it all out like this, you realize art isn't some extra subject. It's a powerful engine that drives us toward the deepest goals of education itself. So, why does this all matter? Well, this is not just some philosophical idea. Understanding this relationship has a profound impact on how we think about growth for ourselves and for everyone who comes after us. So here's the biggest takeaway. We have got to stop seeing art and education as two separate subjects that are competing for our time. The connection is so much deeper than that. Maybe all great art is a form of education, right? Teaching us about ourselves and the world in a way that nothing else can. And maybe all true education is an art form, the art of drawing out human potential. You see, they aren't two sides of the same coin. They are one single unified process, the process of becoming more fully and more beautifully human. And that really just leaves us with one final thought. For you, if creating is a way of learning, and learning is the art of creating who we become, then bringing them together isn't just a nice idea, it's essential. It's not a distraction from the journey, it is the journey. So the real question is, how are you going to practice the art of your own education?